We have made it clear that our territory will no longer be used by US for attacks against Iran. UAE. Okay, now it is after they've attacked that you are now saying that it will no longer be used. Okay, according to a report by Daily Post on Wednesday, March 18, 2026, the United Arab Emirates, UAE, has made its position very clear in the ongoing Middle East conflict, stating that the country will not allow its land, airspace, or territory to be used by US to attack Iran. This statement comes amid rising tensions after Iran began launching missiles and drones at Gulf countries earlier this year. The UAE has been hit by dozens of these attacks. UAE leaders stress that they are defending their own country, but they refuse to let others use their soil to launch strikes on Iran. Okay, this message has been repeated by senior officials and the foreign ministry. And he says, war never even starts. Ayub Asada says their conspiracy is going to buy them. Yakubu Musa says, story for small gods, we will never believe this lie. Abdulhamid says, who told them, say, Iran, they take nonsense? Wey hypocrites they do. Stupid Arab countries, and they allow Trump use in our countries. They throw bomb for Iran. And I think say Iran go hold hands they look. No way, na the land where the bomb they come from, na that place they go hit. If you like, continue inviting America and its allies to your land. Use it to attack others. Bunch of rich fools. No be small thing. But Mohammed says this decision is okay, Abi. It's okay. Shawai Abdulmumin says, of what use are the US military bases for the Arabs when the Arab countries are being begged to defend themselves? That tells you the US bases are there for any other US interest other than even partly to protect them. The US military bases in the region couldn't protect themselves, let alone the Arabs. What's this one saying? Yusuf Mohammed said US should take caution in the ongoing crisis in Middle East. Okay. Sunday says Boko Haram bandits Iswap Lakurawa Mahmuda OPC cultists Niger Delta militants IPOB hypocrites. Okay. Anthony Okede says US is after Gulf oil. The president of Syria is a known ISIS terrorist and he visits White House. His friends are in America. Really? How do you know that? Mummy Yusuf said, what a good and a late smart decision. This decision should have been made earlier, before the start of the war. James Jesse says, God help us. Issa Abdullah says, America is no developing any country, rather neo-colonizing. Okay? Alechani says, lie, very useless blogger. Balofan says, I hate them like Lai Muhammad. Emeka Akaige says, yes, because you people are among the terrorists, working with your head of the snake, aka Iran. Story. John says, Iran firepower spoke outright sense into UAE. Kudos to Baba Iran. Mutaka says, right, UAE, US will go back to faraway America. Live with your neighbor, Iran, and others in peace and unity. Alright. The Juma says, rubbish talk. Is the US not protecting your country? I wonder. Sulaiman Suara says, you must have learned a lesson. Anyone supporting the enemy is my enemy. Also, simple arithmetic. Chidebele replies and says, recently Boko Haram, Fulani bandits, terrorists spied many innocent citizens in the north, and none of you in the north condemned them. That's how they used to behave. But they are concerned with whatever it is that is going on in Iran, as if it is your business. Does that mean that Boko Haram and Fulani bandits are not your enemies? Because all the buying happening in the north by terrorists, you can't tell me it's okay for you. But quickly to respond to the war between Iran and US, Israel, even those that condemn the atrocities of Boko Haram and Fulani bandits, you see them as an enemy. They are just simply terrorists. That's what they are. That's why. Engineer Prosper said, you've forgotten that it's the same US that is developing your country. Noble says, but you are fighting a fight that you don't even know the definition of the war. Ignorance is the one buying Nigerians. Don't mind them. Like, what's your business? People are shouting America is strong, Abi, or Iran is strong, but I never see anyone in this comment section that and ask just one reasonable question: what is the cause of this war? If care is not taken, 100% of you even don't know the cause of the war itself. Okay? Nobody naturally says, can Nigeria, as we get everything, reach boost of one nuclear weapon? Nuclear weapon for where? I beg, no, but we get mineral resources, so instead we are using our resources to borrow money to acquire luxury for our own personal needs. Our personal needs or the needs of our leaders. Don't say our personal needs though. And why are you all up in the comment section like this? What's happen? Mohammed says the American, Western countries and Israeli, they don't like you and they are planning to take over your ancestral homeland for greater Israel and turn you and your unborn children into slaves. So be careful and don't trust them at all because they are green snakes under a green grass. Full of manipulation. So wake up and join Iran. I go join Iran to fight. For what? Because Iran is not your enemy. I beg, they are your enemies. So Abdullahi Toro says Iranian leaders are not rapists and pedophiles. Chiboy says they are, bro. I have videos and evidence. Even their clerics are all rapists. Abdullahi says Iran leaders fear no threats. They still respond immediately. They commit legal war. They will not threaten but attack at any Israeli territory with no mercy to the pedophiles and their homosexual Israeli bloodsuckers and flesh eaters of the Epstein file. Spying of Iranian government officials can trigger the Iranian army's assault. The Israeli IDF and their leaders will hide in the bunkers, but Iranian government officials working freely in Tehran without fear. Okay? Editor says you betrayed your brother because you are afraid of the USA. Which brother? Yeah. You made a blind deal. Now the world doesn't support to help Trump. Now you realize that you fucked up. Okay. At Bello says to this, America is doing you good because the whole of Iran are terrorists. Charles says America must never trust the Arabs. Okay. Abubakar says Arabs can survive without America, but American strength can fail. Where? How can it fail? Without the support of the Arab countries. Now, so Anthony says all this was planned. The Saudi Arabia will soon deny Americans their own territory. All Muslims are one when it comes to war issue. Now, so Kasmi Obede says what I can never understand is how these Muslims on this platform condemn the USA, and when you ask them to choose Iran or US for vacation, it's US they will pick now. They'll all rush to US. None of them will choose to go to Iran. What kind of humans are they, please? I don't know for them. And nobody will go to Iran and say they want to go and do vacation there. So, my listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.